Hello, YouTube. It is I, Yusuke, with the Duce. Thank you for joining me here. I hope you enjoyed the Marvel Rivals gameplay with Mr. Fantastic and the fantastic beatdown I put on them boys. Anyway, I want to take this time to talk about dealing with rejection. I originally had a different script in mind, but I saw something recently about using platforms to speak on more wholesome topics, so here we are. Rejection as a whole, whether it be romantically, socially, or professionally, is a natural part of life. We'll break down each area along the way, but it is important to understand before anything that you will get rejected, shut down, denied, crushed in this life. And that's okay. There's a quote by Maya Angelou that goes, and I'm paraphrasing a little here: we cannot control life's events or uncertainties, but we can control how we react to them. Meaning, in this context, we can't control what or who rejects us, but we can control how we react and rebound from it. Let's talk about romantic rejection first. Now, I have heard and witnessed quite a few situations where dudes absolutely crash out after being rejected by some fine shit. And my brothers, that's not cool. Everyone deserves the right to say no. If you are one of these crash outs, I'd like for you to consider the following. A woman you don't find attractive at all pulls up on you and wants to give you a number. You turn her down respectfully, and then she starts calling you out your name, following you around, and tries to cancel you because now you're some type of phobic. All because you weren't interested. That's wild, isn't it? Now, you may not want to get canceled, and women out here are worried about their physical safety. I feel like the biggest flex in rejection is to be unbothered. Having the mentality like, she missed her blessing, has gotten me through quite a few rejections. In the case where you are approaching a woman in public, the key is to not look defeated. Keep your head up, keep the energy up, and walk off with a confident stride. For women who get rejected, it is a little different. I can't really speak on their experience for obvious reasons. I can tally up on two hands how many times I have been approached by women, and I usually entertain it because it doesn't happen much. So, sorry ladies, I can't really speak on your front too much. But going back to the men, now to say there's a girl you've been warming up to, building up some rapport, and then you go in and ask her out just to get rejected. That one stings. And I know your pain, brochacho. I have too been crushed. My best advice there is to not burn bridges. Because this could be a girl in your class, one you work with, one you see on the daily. Don't make it weird. I can't stress that enough. The best way to handle that and to get your get back subtly is just to pull back. Don't stonewall her off the rip, but give her less attention. Don't be as interested in what she has going on, because at this point, she's made it known that she does not want you romantically, which is fine. Y'all can still be cool, cordial, friendly, but you have the opportunity now to put that energy elsewhere. Needless to say, this will go by a case-by-case basis, because you never know what happens. Now, all of this is going off of the prerequisite that you had a solid approach method. If y'all want a piece on approach methods, drop it in the comments. But to round it off, when getting rejected by some fine shit, it is not the end of the world. Be proud you attempted. 90% of dudes will just look at her and be like, damn, she fine, and not say anything. Learn from the interaction, brush that dirt off your shoulder, and walk away knowing you did what most men could not. Getting into social rejection when your friend group is distancing themselves or you try to make conversation with a stranger and it quickly shuts down. This one, depending on the situation, should be the easiest to recover from because you always have the power to walk away. I know for girls, their friend groups usually have a hierarchy or a pecking order, and they will make members of the group feel less than to try to prove a point. I don't have much on how to resolve that, but I know retaliation in most cases doesn't end well. So, best of luck. I'm sorry again, ladies. I'm not a girl. I can't help you. For men, if your friends are being weird, talk to them. If the situation is not fixable, walk away. I had personally a very diverse friend group growing up. So if one group was inaccessible, I had another group I could vibe with. I did, and what I tell my younger cousins who are in school is to join a team, get involved with a club or organization. Shared suffering builds camaraderie and stronger bonds. Never be afraid to walk away and build bonds with new people. Walk around a little bit. Lastly, there is professional rejection. This one is probably the most annoying and potentially the most devastating. For me, when I was applying to colleges in high school, I really wanted to go to Georgia Tech, had my heart set on it, wrote a very passionate essay trying to get in, sent out the application. A few weeks later, the letter comes back. I read it with my mom and got denied. A real punch in the gut. Ended up at UCF, go Knights, charge on. While in college, as an engineering major, I applied to numerous internships. Got denied by literally all of them. Cool. I went full force on projects to get that experience because you need experience to get work. Without work, you can't get experience. Anyway, after college, I applied to career jobs. I legitimately sent out 200 applications, got 2 interviews, and 1 offer. Professional rejection, if anything, teaches you persistence. Because in this day and age, you gotta work. Even content creation is work. I hear a lot of girls say, oh, I'm just gonna go and be a stripper. Baby girl, stripping is work. Social skills gotta be peak. Pole dancing is not easy. You need some athleticism. Anyway, if I let those rejections from Georgia Tech and all those companies get to me, I'd still be stuck at the crib feeling sorry for myself. If you're trying to launch a new business or side hustle, you're going to mess it up the initial few times. There's this quote, success rejects all first-time applicants. You gotta persist through the pain, walk through the fire to get to the promised land. To round it all off, this script ended up being a lot longer than I thought it would, but these points needed to be made. Don't let rejection halt you. Use it as an opportunity to reset, reevaluate, and restructure your plan of attack. If you are holding on to romantic rejection, like I was, talk to a trusted friend who can lend you a disposable ear, or seek professional help. Holding on to that stuff made me resent women for a while. No offense, ladies. But I had to restructure my thought process and not let it hold so much weight in my mind and my heart. If you keep getting rejection letters from jobs, don't take it personal. 9 times out of 10, you got rejected by the resume bot. You're probably missing some key words in your resume. Restructure that thing. Write it in Excel. Feed it to LinkedIn to see if it's catching your keywords. Learn how to network. And remember, they're not rejecting you, they're rejecting what you have to offer. Find ways to make your product more appealing. But that's it for me, beautiful people. Hope some of my life experience has helped you. Don't forget to LCS, and remember, Never back down from a challenge like your favorite spirit detective. Peace.